Functors in C++. Okay, functors, or we can call that as a function objects. Imagine you have this function that you want to call, but it only takes one argument. However, when you call this function, you have a bunch of other information that you would like to pass along as well. Now, one way to do this might be use global variables, right? But here's the thing, using global variable, isn't it always the best practice in coding? No. Then we can make our code harder to understand and maintain, and they are generally frowned upon unless absolutely necessary. Enter functors. Functors are like these special objects in C++ that you can treat as if they are functions or function pointers. They are pretty cool because they can hold on to data and be called just like regular function. So here's how it's worked. Instead of passing all that extra information as separate arguments to your function, you can bundle it up into a functor. This functor can then be passed as a single argument to your function. Inside the function, you can unpack the functor and access all the information it's carrying. Functors are really handy when you are working with things like STL because they give you a flexible way to customize how certain operations are performed on our data. Okay, in this program, int increment int x return x plus 1. So this function named increment takes as integer x as input and returns x plus 1. This is the entry point of the program, nothing but int main. So it declares an integer array named arr and initialize it with the value 1 2 3 4 5. Int n, it's having the size of array and divided by size of array of 0. So they calculate the number of elements in the array r, that is number of element is nothing but 5. So size of array of 0 is 1. So 5 divided by 1 is 5 is the value. Okay, so here transform, we use here transform array plus n, array and increment. So this increment is nothing but the functor. Okay. It takes 4 arguments, beginning of the input range arr plus 1, end of the input range, beginning of the output range also again arr, and increment function to apply the increment. So here the increment function is get called once this increment is executed. So here we ask to give the value along with x plus 1. So this loop iterates throughout the elements of the array arr and points each element followed by the space, and it returns 0. So indicates successful termination of the main function. So in this program, int data having the 10 values 0 to 9. In transform data plus 10, that is nothing but the size of the particular data array, and data is again the name of the array, and square is nothing but the functor. So square, we are passing only one argument and the value, so that this function will be executed for all the values inside the data. So here the value is 0 to 9, so I am asked to multiply with the same number. So 0 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 4, 3 into 3 is 9, and 4 into 4 is 16. So like that way the 0 to 9 will be multiplied with one number. So we got some the value will be stored in the array. So using this cout function, we are printing all the data. So 0 1 4 9, 0, 1, 4, 9, the answer of the functor. Thank you.